This is video homework number 2. Apologies for being late. This is problem number 1, A. So for this, we have a cos graph. I just wrote the regular one here to show the changes made. And for this, you would first go down by 1/2, which I do. I'm gonna put 1 right here just to see. And then we shrunk vertically by 1/2, and then shrunk horizontally by 1/2 again, or no, shrunk horizontally by 2. Ignore that 1. And then we move to the right by pi over 3, and then that ended up with pi over 6. That's A. And now to move on to B, we have this 3 plus 2 sine into 3 into x plus 1. I did the math. And then I factored it in, and it's turned into that. It's a regular sine graph. And I stretched it vertically by 2, went up by 3, and then shrunk horizontally by 3 as well. And then we went left by 3. And that's problem number 1. All right, video problem number 2. Problem number 2. For this, we have a tangent graph. A regular tangent graph right here, just to show the comparison. And for this, we shrunk vertically by 1/2, shrunk horizontally by pi, and we went right by pi. Here's that. And for B, we have this -2 tangent into 2x minus pi 3. And we reflected over the x-axis, stretched vertically by 2, shrunk horizontally by 2. And then went right by pi over 3. And then that's what I ended up in. And that is problem number 2. All right, this is video homework number 2, problem number 3. I honestly can't remember what order these went in, so I'm just gonna go here. And for this, the formula is 30, 30, right? 30, 60, 90, this, that, and that. And going off that formula, I put it into a thing. I cross multiplied. This equals 25. This equals 2x. And then ended up with this. Divide that by 2. Divide that by 2 equals x equals 12.5. Wow. Same thing. 1/2 equals x over 4. Cross multiply. 2x over 2 equals 4 over 2, and then I ended up with x over 3 equals 2. All right, continuation of problem number 3. For this, you have this with the formula, pi over 3 over 2, this, that, cross multiply, it'll 2x equals 13 over 3. Ignore that. Divide that by 2, because that is dividing by 2. And then you end up with this. You have that as your answer. Moving on to the last question. For this, that formula, pretty sure. And then ended up cross multiplying. And then ended up like that. And then we did this. And then we simplified even more and got to 6 over 6 root 2 equals to x. And that is problem number 3. Alrighty. Video homework number 3. Problem number 4. Last problem. Honestly, what's a pain? But we got through it, of course. And so the problem said that tangent equal 2 over 3. So we just put that in. And then we worked it out, 2 over 3. And then we squared it. And then 4 over 9 plus 1. Did that as well. And then we square rooted it because of the secant. 13 over 9. And then we square rooted the 9, but we couldn't square root the 13. then that equals the secant equals square root 13 over 3. And then our objective was to find cos, which is 1 over secant, and then we flipped 13 over 3, square root 13 over 3. And then we got some cos. And then I just did the work from there. We had to rationalize it. That's why we times it by 13 to get the square root off the bottom. And then, yeah, and that was that. Alrighty, continuation of video homework number 2. Question number 4, second part. For this, we get sine plus cos, sine squared plus cos squared, theta equals 1, which is that. And we're told, and we find out that cosine is equal to 1/2, and therefore, we swap that in, and then we squared it. Got 1 over 4 minus 1 over 4 by both sides, and then we have sine squared. So we have to square root that. Square root ended up with plus minus square root 3 over 2 equals sine. And since it's in the 4th quadrant, we have to make it negative. Therefore, we know that it's a negative. Square root 3 over 2. And then tangent is sine over cosine. And we know sine and cosine, so we put that over there. And we get the answer to that. Negative square root over 3. Negative square root 3. And then we have to find whatever it is, I forgot the name, equals, is it dash equals 1 over sine. And we know 1, and we know sine, therefore we got that equals this. Did our math, and we ended up with negative 2 square root 3 over 3. And then our final part, which is cotangent. And then the cotangent is equal to 1 over tangent. And we know 1 and we know tangent. And so we did our math, and we got negative square root 3 over 3. And now we know everything we need to know, which is cos, sine, tangent, and cotangent. Thank you. That is video homework number 2 completed.